Has there been a better story in the Western Conference this season than these red-hot Rockets? We had 5 games in the NBA tonight to go through, and we start in Minnesota, where the Houston Rockets continue to rise up the West. Rockets coming in as the 3rd seed in the West, and early on, this is the beautiful thing about this group. It's not about one guy. They do it by committee. They move the ball so well. They share it with each other. And here's Fred VanVleet for 3. It's early, but Minnesota starts the night as the 11th seed in the Western Conference. Anthony Edwards looking to change that. Rockets off to a great start in this first quarter. Jabari Smith Jr. with a massive block, and now in the corner, it's Jalen Green's turn for 3. Second quarter, and once again, they do it by committee. Amen Thompson is a massive part of that committee. He is going to be such a special player in this league. Takeaway there for Thompson. Now end of the first half, Fred VanVleet against Anthony Edwards, going right by him to the rim. Tonight, VanVleet was doing his thing on offense, and so was Alperen Sengun. I mean, just check out the fundamental footwork right here against the depoy. Rockets up by 13 late in the third. How about Alperen's defense? That is the Rockets' identity this season. They're such a good defensive team. Dillon Brooks with a 3. Everything was going Houston's way. It looked like they were going to run away with this one until early in the fourth quarter when Rob Dillingham would arrive. Minnesota down by 3, 6 minutes to go. Dillingham like a jet to the rim. Wolves up by 1 now, 4 minutes to go. I don't know why it took this long to get the memo. Rockets went from up big to down by 5 with 2 minutes to go. There's the former champ. And then once again, when they need a big play, who is it? Amen freaking Thompson. Defense leading to offense, tying the game. All tied up at 102. The clock is winding down. Anthony Edwards with a chance to win it. I can't believe that didn't go in. So we head to overtime, and in overtime, how smooth does his 3-ball look? Men with the 3, and now the final touches from Al P. A triple-double tonight. He dominated this matchup. They're 3rd in the West. They do it by committee. They do it with their defense. There's a lot to like about this group. Now we're going to be seeing more of them early in this season because they just advanced in the in-season tournament. The story of this game, though, Anthony Edwards in the 4th quarter and overtime. 0 for 8 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. Amen Thompson and Dillon Brooks were doing their job. Moving on now in Miami tonight, Bucks and Heat. No Giannis for the Bucks, but they did have Dame Dollar. Bucks came in winners of 4 in a row, but you're thinking without Giannis, tonight would be a tough one for them. But you know when he starts doing stuff like this right away, you always have a chance. Dame with 3 early threes right away, and when he made this one, you could hear Stan Van Gundy say, "Oh my God." Later in the first, Bucks up by 9. You have to mention the defense too from Damian. Forcing a steal on one end, Ajax the layup. Just in general, these Bucks look so much different than they did at the beginning of the season. There's Gary Trent Jr. Second quarter now, Bucks up by 10. Dame again. You better step up, Kevin Love. Dame is on fire. This is what we call a welcome to the NBA moment for the rookie, Pelle Larsson. There's absolutely nothing you could do about that. Third quarter, he had the rookie dancing. He also had the vet dancing. Jimmy flying out of his shoes. Bucks up big early in the third. The only way I could describe this is Portland Damian. Even with all that from Dame, it's only a 5-point game early in the fourth, and there's the rookie for the Heat, Khalil Ware. Miami down by 4 with 4:40 to go. The rookie, Pelle Larsson, no good, but there's Bam flying in. Milwaukee up by 4, 35 seconds to go. All they had to do was take care of the basketball, but they can't. Terry Rozier the other way cuts it to 1. On the other end, Bucks up by 1. A basket here might end it. They swing it around the horn, get a great look for AJ Green, but it's a shot clock violation. So that means Miami would have a chance to win it. Tyler Hero settles for a tough 3, no good, and the Bucks escape. Bucks win 106-103. That was special from Dame, man. 37-12. Such a fun guy to watch when he's hooping like that. Now off to Utah we go, where the Spurs have been so impressive recently. Wemby with an early 3 later in the first. Spurs down by 5. Keontae George with a 3. Second quarter, Spurs down by 2. Wemby once again from downtown. Remember, the Spurs have come in winners of 3 in a row, and basketball can be so simple. Give it to the big fella. Spurs, though, having some troubles in Utah in this first half. Colin Sexton puts them up by 8. On the other end, we saw what he did against Steph and the Warriors the other night. Stephon Castle is a special basketball player. Early stages of the third, it's a tie game. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep shooting, Wemby. Here comes Area 51 again. Castle to the hot hand for another one. Spurs up by 5. By the way, if this young man is not at or near the top of your Rookie of the Year list, reconsider it. This was my favorite play of the entire day. 11 seconds to go in the third, Wemby showcasing the full array of moves. And then in the fourth, with the Spurs up by 8, we know he's got it on offense. We also know he's got it on defense. Wemby with a block on one end. CP3 the closer with the mid-range. Now it's time for the finishing touches on this one, and once he develops this mid-post fadeaway, it's gonna be game over. 4 in a row for the Spurs. They're 2 games above 500. Wemby 6 of 14 from 3, 34-7, and the rookie Stephon Castle 23-5. He's getting better game by game. Suns and Lakers tonight from Phoenix. I made a full recap of this game on my page if you want to check it out. The Suns dominate the Lakers as Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal return in style. The Suns snap their 5-game losing streak. Last but not least from DC, Wizards losers of 11 in a row, trying to change that tonight. Early in this first, they're up by 7. Kuzma's playing well, and there's the rookie Bub Carrington putting them up double digits. Chicago flipping the script in the second. Nikola Vucevic has had such an underrated season. How about the rookie Matas Buzelis? Bulls now went from down 10 to up by 8 later in the second quarter. Kobe White pulling it back for 3. Third quarter and the Wizards' misery continuing. Kobe again. Bulls in full command now midway through the third, up by 19. Levine soaring to the rim. The Bulls are not great by any stretch of the imagination, but they're also not terrible. There's their rookie again. Bulls get the job done. He might not win Rookie of the Year, but keep your eyes on this young man, Matas Buzelis. He is going to be the truth moving forward. By the way, speaking of the Bulls, Lonzo is expected to come back tomorrow. For the Wizards tonight, 12 straight losses. Now they're 2-14 on the season. I'm not saying that it's going to reach last year's Pistons level, but I'm also not sure that it's not going to. This team is really, really bad, and I'm sorry for Wizards fans out there.